I ain't gonna hold you. This is probably the most stressful 10 minutes that I've had in a while. I called out 2 trades at the same time to our Discord. I called out an IWM bounce on my iPad that went 116%. And at the same time, I called a Microsoft put on my phone that went 30%. All right, let's break down both trades. So the first trade I signaled was a Microsoft put. I said I want to break and hold under the previous day low. All right, so this is the previous day low. I wanted to break and hold beneath this. All right, so we got our break candle, right? But that was a huge break candle. I was letting them know, I said, I hope this break candle don't take up the whole move. And we had space from here all the way to here, right? Usually I wait for it to actually break and hold before I enter. But because it had such volume and because we had a lot of space, I said I would take a chance at entering early. If I entered early, I entered on the break candle instead of waiting for the break and hold, and I got filled at 1.17. A slight pullback, and immediately we got continuation, and then I trimmed here at 30%. I was trimming right here. My strategy is to always do my first trim between 20 and 40% to secure some gains. That way, release pressure as the trade continues. Early in the day, I had told everybody I was looking for IWM bounce between 250.30 and 249.85. I let them know that I was looking for a bounce because of all these different supports. The more support you have stacked up, that makes it a strong barrier. So again, it needs a lot of volume to break through that. And if it doesn't, then it's going to bounce. And I had let them know that I wanted to come below the 200. I wanted to come closer to the pre-market low. So here was the pre-market low. This is the area that I wanted to bounce in. All right, so with this big bearish candle, it came down further than the pre-market low, but it still was in the area. It came all the way down here. Bounced off of these pivots on the 4-hour. I entered right here. So I got filled at 0.18. And almost immediately, we got that big pop that we were looking for. Strong bullish candle, so we trimmed at 25%. Again, my rule is to trim between 20 and 40% for my first trim. We still continue, all right? And even in the second candle, we continue. All right, I trimmed again at 58%. Again, I'm telling you along the way exactly what I'm doing. Again, for the bounce, we good right here, right? But because we trim, because we secure gains, we can let our runners do the majority of the work and keep getting our percentage. Still ride the wave, ride the wave, ride the wave. And again, we are going into resistance, but it doesn't matter because we trimmed the majority of our position, so we could just let it ride. And as you see, 70%, 83%, 100%, 111%, 122%. And I exited right here in this area. We had this orb low, and also because it was 10:30 and I was ready to get out. And I can't be mad at 116%. 2 trades, a put and a bounce over 10 minutes, 116%, 30%.